16 of the hottest singles are headed to this super luxury yacht to fall in love.
I'm about to have the best summer of my life.
I want to find my best friend.
Cheers to finding our man.
Sometimes you have to rock the boat to get what you want. That's the premise of a new reality show that is filled with breakups, hookups, love triangles, and if you are the brokenhearted, you may just have to walk the plank. Joining us now to tell us more about the show is Reece from Missouri, but he calls St. Pete his home, so we're going to call him the local on the show. Good to have you.
Good to be here. I appreciate it.
Fun show. I've seen some previews for it. The concept, though, tell us about this, because there's the hookups and all of that, but then, you know, you have to work on the ship. You could have to get pushed off. What happens?
Yeah, so we actually went into it blind too. So discovering it all was definitely quite the process. So when we came on, it was 16 of us. And then the couples who couple up in the beginning get to go live on the top side of the yacht, which was like the lavish living, right? You've got your Michelin star meals, you've got these suites and everything. And then the singles, they're kind of banished to the downside. And so they end up having to work for the topside couples. So you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing all the things that the topside couples are enjoying.
Yeah.
So,
Which did you start? Where did
I
you
started
start?
topside.
Oh, wow.
Of
My
course.
goodness.
Come on. Yeah, I started topside.
Okay. And how was that? Have you been on a yacht and done all of that before?
No, that was my first experience being on something like that at all. It was unbelievable. The size of that boat is a lot different from the boats that I'm usually on. So it was a crazy.
You were like, reality TV is great. This
oh my
is
gosh.
awesome.
I was like, why don't I do this more often? I don't want to make this my full-time job. Yeah.
So did it change for you? Can you give us a little bit of, you know, how your journey went on the
show? Yeah. So the show's been out for a little bit now, so I think it's, you know, spoiler free. If you haven't seen it yet, you should
It's on my
just
list.
catch
I
up.
love reality TV. We were just chatting about that.
If
so
you
it's
are
on
a
my
reality
list.
TV junkie, it's good reality TV. But so when I leave the show, spoiler, I do leave the show, I do come back. So don't count me out immediately. I come back at some point. But when I come back, I do come back on the downside, and so I got to have both experiences, and it was crazy.
It's probably a little different being underneath.
Just
the ship.
a little bit, yeah. I went from suites to bunk beds, so just a tad bit different.
Why do a show like this? What made you want to do it?
You know, I didn't ever consider myself to be somebody who would do reality TV, but the way that they sold it to me is they were like, it's a boat in the middle of the ocean, and there's going to be a bunch of single girls on it. And I'm like,
he was like, okay, sign me up.
You're kind of checking all my boxes, so I can't really say no. So yeah, they did a good job pitching it to me.
And where was the show shot?
It was shot in Malta.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Was that pretty cool to see?
Oh, it was unreal. Yeah, we had a good opportunity after the show wrapped. We filmed for a month, and then after that month took place, a bunch of us from the cast, we went out in Malta afterwards and kind of got to explore, try the food, you know, explore the city a little bit. So it was a great time. Was reality TV what you expected it to be? Because I know you said you weren't really a fan, so maybe you don't know like a ton about it. But yeah, I didn't know what I expected it to be, honestly. I kind of was just like, I'm gonna completely submit myself. I'm along for the ride. Whatever happens, happens. And yeah, it was a really cool experience to see everything on the backside of it kind of play out, all the the production and the crew and everything working. So I guess kind of, it was a little bit what I expected, but not completely.
Not completely. Would you do a show again?
I would, yeah. I had so much fun on that one. I would 100% do another reality show.
Have you found that things have changed a little bit for you now that you're off the show and you've been a part of it? Because this is a big production.
Yeah, it was really crazy. Like initially coming back, the show hadn't aired yet. We had to wait a full year before the show aired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we filmed last June. So now that it just aired last week, it was really crazy having to keep everything on wraps,
Could you talk to anybody about it over the last year?
No, they didn't want you to tell anybody, And so whenever I first got back, I'm like, man, I just had this month-long experience of all this crazy stuff that happened, and I can't talk about any of it with
that'd
anybody.
Be hard.
Oh, it was a weird. It was like a, kind of otherworldly experience.
Okay, so now that it's out and you can have these conversations, what's that been like?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been great. Now I can talk about it with anybody. So now everyone's hearing about it all the time. And I'm like, guys, we're watching it with all my friends. I'm like, you don't understand what was happening in the scene. Like, I'm giving everybody the backstory and the behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's a great point. So as you're watching it, are you looking at it, is it I mean, we all know reality TV, there's a little bit of drama that's
Yeah.
like added into it and
yeah.
edited and all
Oh,
of that.
yeah.
So when you're watching it, are you like, oh man, that's not how that went down?
You know what's funny is this is, I think, usually I feel like with reality shows, you know, you see a scene that's very dramatic and you're like, that wasn't a big deal in real life. This is one where I feel like I've been seeing a lot of scenes and I'm like, you guys have no idea. This was way more dramatic than it looks like on the
Oh, so
the
it's the
screen.
opposite.
There is so much that that didn't make it into the final cut. I wish the show was like 20 episodes long because there's so many fun plot lines that could have made it in there.
Yeah.
It was packed. There's so much fun stuff.
Oh, that's cool. So did you leave in love? I mean, can you tell us that? Or
May have, may not have.
You okay?
That's one I guess I'll leave up to you guys whenever you watch the show.
okay, do you still
so.
keep in touch with the cast?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're all really,
That's
really
fun.
good friends. Yeah, I love everybody on the show. They were all really great people.
Yeah, well, that's very
Yeah.
cool. So if people want to watch this, you said it's out now, so we
yep.
can go binge it.
It came out, all 9 episodes came out at once. They're all an hour long. So you can go binge it on Hulu, Disney Plus. And yeah, that's exactly what I did. As soon as it came out on midnight, I was like, obviously,
I gotta go see
I'm
it.
watching it. Yeah, so I stayed up very late watching the show that came out.
Very cool. Well, thanks for being here. This was really fun. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
excited.
binge it.
You'll
I'm
have to let me
excited.
know what you think.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely will. All right, Hulu.com if you want to check it out. Thanks so much.
Yep.